So we have Tracy here in the paperartsy booth, and she's going to show us something.
So it's just a really quick technique, just a quick background technique. What we're doing first is just going to start with our fresco paints. So I've picked out 3 colours. I'm just going to do a variation of 3 colours. I'm painting on with my fingers because I finger paint most of the time, and I'm just going to start mixing those colours together directly onto the piece of card. Not worrying too much whether it's a perfect mix. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's just, at this point, it's just a case of getting that colour down onto the card. You don't like this colour, don't you? I don't like this colour, yeah, can you tell?
Exactly.
I didn't do it on purpose though. I didn't do it on purpose.
But
yeah.
It looks amazing.
It wasn't done on purpose, but it's worked out well.
Very nice.
And at least if I get paint on my hands, I'm not going to know.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
So it's good.
Okay, so what are hot?
Okay, so it's the 3rd colour. Just to add a little bit of darker contrast. It's beautiful, this colour. This one's the South Pacific, but it works really well. It just gives a real rich blue. Let's just add a little bit. Okay, so that's our painted layer done. So all we need to do is get that dry. Just give it a quick blast. It's nearly dry anyway because the frescoes dry really quickly, so it's near enough dry anyway. Okay. So what we're going to do next is we're going to add some of the infusions. Now, I don't like to add it directly onto my page because I like to have a little bit more control. So what I like to do is just sprinkle some onto a piece of plastic. So just a piece of plastic packaging, and then just give it a spritz with some water. And then what I like to do is take the plastic packaging then to the project and just lay it down and let it move around.
Wow, lots of textures.
Yeah, so it just means that you can control a little bit more where it's going to go. And I quite like that because I tend to make a big mess when I spray with infusions. So it's quite nice. So just going to get a little background going on. And you just keep moving it around until you're happy. Give it a blast.
It's a very try this technique at home.
Yeah, and you can just build it up. So on the other piece, I just built up. So on this one, I just built up with different layers, with different colours. So I put the paint background down first, and then just did different colours of the infusions on top. And it just gives an extra layer of detail to the background, which is really cool. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take this stencil. So this is one of the new stencils. So this is one of my new releases. And I'm going to take 3 different colours of the fresco paint. So I've got tangerine twist, smoked paprika and cherry red.
Okay.
And then you also want, as a base layer, you're going to want some sort of white. The chalk works perfectly because it's really opaque. Obviously, if we tried to put these colours, because these are all translucent colours, if we tried to put these directly over the top of the blue, it's not going to work.
Okay.
It just won't work. It's not going to be seen. So I'm just making the background so that it will accept those colours.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is place the stencil on, and then just go in. I'm not going to take my white right to the edge. So obviously this is based on a flower stencil, but the idea is that you can use it in other ways. So what I like to do is not take it to the very end of the stencil so that you don't get this outer edge. So go in with the white, just working with the white, and because it is the frescoes, it dries pretty much instantly. So, and then what I like to do is then go in. I've got the 3 colours now of the frescoes, so we're going to use the tangerine twist, smoked paprika and then the cherry red. So what we're going to do is we'll start with the lightest colour. So I like to start with the lightest colour first, so start with the tangerine twist. I'm going to go back,
Same position. Yep.
yeah, stencil in position, and just start stenciling out. And I go out near enough to the edge, so near enough to the edge of the white that I've already stenciled on. Then go in and pick up some of the smoked paprika, and I'm not worrying that that's mixing with the tangerine twist.
So it blends better.
So you don't need to worry about it mixing together. And I'm going in again. Except this time I'm not going out quite as far as with the tangerine twist. Yeah. And then just to finish, go in with some of the cherry red again on the same sponge. I'm just going to go in. And I'm going more around the centre now, just so that you get that grading in colour. And then when you take it away,
Nice.
so you get a really nice finish. And obviously if we didn't put the chalk paint down first, you wouldn't get that brightness in colour. You can only get that brightness in colour if you're using the translucents. You've got to put an opaque colour down first, otherwise it's not going to work, and it would be really dull on that background. So to get that bright colour over your dark frescoes, you need to put that layer down first. But you can see it's really bright against the background now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for visiting.
Yeah.